Cinemark. You guys suck.
It starts with a mic and a little truth. Devin's not here to burn bridges, just to shine a light. And this time, it's pointed straight at the movie screen. Buckle up, Cinemark.
And it was end of last week is what it was. That being said, let me tell you a story. So it's the story I'm going to say, it's not about the money. It's about the principle of it all. The bottom line is I don't like when things are not done correctly. I don't like it when people say one thing and then they do another thing. I don't like it when companies, especially companies that make millions of dollars a year, and I know that a lot of companies claim, especially in the entertainment industry, I know a lot of companies claim that they're, especially like movie theaters, well, we've lost this much money, blah, 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 blah. I get it. But by not doing what you say, you end up making people upset, and you end up making where people like me, let's backtrack. I love the movies. I love going to the theaters. I love love going to see a movie in the movie theater. I love the entertainment at all. I love seeing movies. I love the experience of going in there, smelling the popcorn, walking into the theater, sitting down in the comfortable seats. If it's a heated and a laid back seat, I love pushing those buttons. I love getting there, and I love relaxing. It's like an escape for a couple hours from normal life, just to have a little bit of fun. Right? I love the cinematic view of it all. I love all of that. I love all of that. Now, that being said, if you're a movie theater, a big giant corporation or whatever, and you offer, if you go see X amount of movies, you gain X amount of points, it gives you discounts on food, which we buy the food at the theater. Let me preface this, that when my wife and I go to the theater, we buy the food. We may bring in a couple of little snacks, but I usually will buy a drink. I'll buy some popcorn, because you always have to have those things. So I'll pay those inflated prices. I don't mind. It's just it's part of the experience, sure. And the thing is, it makes the theater some money, and that's awesome. Now, where I draw the line, and this is where you lose my business. I'm going to call this company out. Cinemark, you guys suck. You guys you don't clarify things, and you do it wrong. That being said, here's what we did this past weekend. It was this past Saturday. Shannon and I were going to go to a movie. It was a new Rami Malek movie. I can't remember what it's called, but basically he was a CIA agent or whatever. We didn't go see the movie, bottom line. I opted to wait till it hits streaming services. I may change and go to a different theater, but that's because I know that Cinemark built a theater close to us, and I decided we're going to go from Megaplex to Cinemark because it's right here by us. It's less than a mile away. We can go see a movie. Boom, the theater's brand new. It's clean and all that other stuff. So we did that. We did that for several years. It became our theater. I built up enough points, and it used to be. They must have made a change, and this is the part that irritates me. It used to be when they say, you have earned a free movie ticket. You got a free movie ticket. They didn't have fluctuating prices. I don't know where the fluctuation prices came from, but they got fluctuation prices now. So what irritated me why we didn't go see the movie was because I had a free movie ticket. So I'm like, okay, Shannon, I'm going to run inside. You just sit in the car and run inside, get our tickets for tonight, and then we'll go get some dinner, and then we'll head to the theater. This is where it all went wrong. And it irritates me. And it shouldn't irritate me, but it does. So went in. It wouldn't take. I tried to pay on the little machine without talking to somebody. Scanned my app. It came up. It was like, for 2 movie tickets, it was like $29. I'm like, well, that's not right. I got a free movie ticket. So then I walk over to the little area where the guy was working. And I said, hey, it's not showing my free movie ticket when I'm trying to check out. How do I fix that? He goes, oh, let me take care of it. Pulls it up, goes through it. Each movie ticket, just so you know, each ticket was supposed to be $11.75, $11.75. Comes up, and with taxes and all, it ended up being $22 and change. I said, where's the free movie ticket? He goes, you got a credit. I'm like, okay, but it says free movie ticket on the app. I've got enough points for a free movie ticket. So He goes, well, we gave you a credit of $8.99. I said, okay, but that's not the full amount. The full amount is $11.75. $11.75 times 2 is $23.50. That's before tax. I get it. I don't mind paying the tax. Government's got to get their piece, right? I'm like, so that's not a free movie ticket. He goes, yeah, but we give you a credit for $8.90. I said, okay, but it says free movie ticket. So he goes over and grabs manager. Manager comes over. She goes and she says, well, what we do is we give a credit of what a ticket would be. All right, what's the ticket would be? It's $11.75. She goes, no, but we have weekend prices. Okay, but I got a free movie ticket. I've paid full price for every ticket I've ever gone to in the theater. So why am I paying full price? Why am I paying more for a free movie ticket? She goes, well, we give a credit. So this would be normal day pricing. And we're on weekend pricing. So I said, okay, well, what's the price of a movie ticket, say, Wednesday, when no one's at the theater at this same time, like at 6:30? She looks up, she goes, well, that's $9.75. I said, so basically what you're telling me is the credit isn't even enough to pay for a regular normal day pricing movie ticket. So it's still not a free movie ticket. She goes, no, it's just a credit for $8.99. I said, but that's not a free ticket. I said, the app, I showed her the app. It says free movie ticket. Free. So that should be $11.75 on the weekend, $9.75 on a Wednesday. It should just cover the entire ticket. And she says, well, you'll just have to take this up with corporate. I said, okay, I'll take it up with corporate. I don't mind. She goes, you're leaving? I said, yeah, I'm not buying a ticket right now. She goes, but the ticket's only good for 30 days. I said, I know, 30 days. I said, if I choose not to use it, then I lose the $8.95. Fine. So I'm going to say it right now. Cinemark, you've lost my business because you don't even specify in the app. You haven't made there's nothing in there that says it's a credit. What you should say is for every time you go see a movie at the theater, you'll get a credit for another ticket. Don't say it's a free movie ticket. Because that's just fraud. That's irritating. I don't like that. I don't think anyone likes that. I think you're just you guys are trying to appease your board and making make everybody more money off the backs of all the people who keep you in business. Yes, I pay for the inflated prices of candy, inflated prices ridiculously. It's to the point where I've seen people from your theater go to Target and buy the little hot tamales, the candies and Mike and Ike's. They'll pay retail there, which is like $1.25, to come to your theater, and they put them on the shelf. Like I literally saw them do that. And I asked the guy, "You're buying this?" He goes, "Yeah, we ran out, so we have to have them here." So you pay retail at the movie at the store, and then you turn around and you go mark them up to $6 at your theater. I get it. I'm paying way more than quadruple the price just to buy it from you guys. But that's what I do. When people like me come to the theaters, we go to that theater for the experience. But we don't want to be lied to. We don't want to be ripped off. If you offer us something for free, guess what? It should be free. Simple as that. So if I build up enough points, it's a point thing. I get it. You're rewarding your loyal customers, but you're not rewarding us with crap when you lie to us. So I'm going to say it. Shame on you, Cinemark. You should do better. You should do what you say. And because what's going to happen is you're going to see a buildup of people like me that are like, this is stupid. We'll just wait for it to come out on streaming. Because I've got a good TV. I got good surround sound. I can have my experience here at the house. Yes, I can lose the experience of going to the theater because you are making decisions that are hurting
Calling
your
out the
business
big guys is one thing. Figuring out your own life, that's a whole different beast. Plans are forming, time's ticking, and soon Utah won't be home. But before the next big leap, there are moments that can't be missed.
Okay. You know which direction I'm leaning towards.
Yes.
I know which direction you're leaning towards.
Yes.
But I think that we may have a sponsor that's going to decide which way it actually goes.
Okay. So he'll decide, not us.
I think it's leaning towards your direction, by the way.
Moo. Our dog's eating grass.
Bentley. His stomach is upset.
I guess.
Yeah. But are you upset that a sponsor may decide what's happening to our life?
No, it can go either way.
it'll go either way. But
Either way.
but you know the sponsor may lean towards your direction.
Yeah.
You're you actually seem more okay with that.
Yeah.
Don't you think it's fair that I get what I want?
Of course I do.
You say, of course I do, as you smirk on the side, like, oh. So, thoughts though.
I'm good with that other way, actually.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well,
We'll see. To be determined.
I think honestly, the next 3 weeks we'll know exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So 3 weeks, guys. 3 more episodes, and you'll know whether we're doing the boat life or we're doing the homestead life. Shannon's leaning like, I do have a sponsor that may do the boat thing, though.
Either way, I mean, it's whatever.
So, yeah, but 3 weeks, we'll see. I know that's not a lot of time. That is a lot of time, but it's not a lot of time. I mean, we got to be moved in.
August is going to be here no time.
Yeah, well, how many more weeks to August?
There's 4 months.
4 months?
Mm-hmm.
So 4 months. So 16 weeks? Crap. Okay. Well, we will figure this out. Bentley.
It's so good.
Bentley. Now he's just sniffing. Bentley. Yeah, anyway.
On the way to get ready to senior night at the high school for the boys rugby team. We have quite a few people graduating tonight with the class of 2025. So tonight the game is Harriman versus Highland. Yes, Highland is the team who has the movie, whatever.
That's all they got is
that's all they got.
That's all they have. They're actually not a good team.
So we are heading to set up, and then tonight at 7:30 it is going to start announcing our seniors for the class of 2025, and then kickoff is at 8 o'clock. So there we go. But first, because it's right by the high school, we're going to stop and get a swig.
And now, our last senior, Captain Logan Handler.
Senior night, one last time to stand beside Logan on the field and behind him in life. Years of practices, games, and muddy jerseys led to this walk. Not just a moment for Logan, but for the parents who never stopped showing up.
Oh, thank you guys, seriously.
You guys are awesome. Thank you. You guys are awesome.
Yeah, we try.
Alright, let's go.
Yep. She's crying.
Let's just say Highland didn't know what hit him. Logan left it all out there, and if this is his final act on the field, what a way to go out. Truth, change, legacy.
You guys, that was absolutely insane. We kicked their butt. And it's true, I cried like a baby when we walked Logan out. I thought I was going to be completely fine. I was not okay. Like, honestly,
You almost sounded like you were not okay right now.
I was not okay.
You heard them cheering his name, and that spurred it.
Yeah, and he was the last kid to go out, and they're like, and you're captain for the 2025 year, Logan Youngblood. And seriously, there wasn't a silent seat in the stand. It was absolutely amazing. So the game is over. We kicked Highland's butt completely. I don't remember the score, like 60 something, the very little.
It was 60 to 70.
Was not 60 to 70.
I mean 60 to 70.
So that's that.
years. If you're lucky, maybe you get 1 or 2 more. But these moments, walking the field, watching them shine, they don't last forever. So you hold on, you show up, and you cherish every second.